need these bad boys. Cool. Right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Under the Palm Tree.
It's always shady.
Yeah, it is. It's me, your boy, Seafoam Soldier. I know what I'm doing. And
I hate my life. Cystitis.
Yeah, it is.
Yasmin. You guys know it by now.
Yeah, your secret identity's been revealed. So this is different. Sorry, it's a different day today. I've been really busy just launching a mobile app, you know how it goes.
I've been busy too.
Oh, yeah? Oh, never mind. So also, like, we're both super tired as well. So hopefully this isn't too much of a wreck, but hopefully you guys can guide us through. Don't yawn now. You always yawn through these things. But really, as a special treat to make up for it, I actually watched this episode twice. I watched it once yesterday and then again today. And
you know everything.
No, I still don't remember anything at all. And also because I was plumbing today, which is why the dishwasher's out as well. A little sneak, little insight into my life. I had to shower to get rid of a stink. So I also missed the beginning. I didn't make notes during.
No one needs your life story,
It's
mate.
important though. This is important. I do. It's important because I missed writing notes on the reading challenge. So you're gonna have to guide us through that bit. That's what I'm saying. It's all building up to the start of the discussion.
Whoa.
So
let's get to it.
Yeah, exactly. So go on. What happened in the reading challenge, please?
I don't think it was that exciting about reading challenge.
No, I thought it was pretty bland generally. There's no like. I think after Katya's bus thing, like nothing's ever going to come anywhere near close. So
yeah, I thought like bits, some were like, haha, but nothing like, whoa.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's more like smirking sort of thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was all very by the book. Like I think it's like go-to like drag quips, and I feel like a lot of them sort of went with like nothing was like that unexpected.
Yeah.
Out of the box.
And it was weird at the end with Alexis getting all.
Oh my god, yeah.
Is it just me or is she the worst?
So she's the worst. No, she is. She is the worst.
But
she's
like,
the worst.
I was just so over it.
I know, it was really like frustrating to watch and not fun
and
unfair. It was just unfair.
She takes it so
the other girls,
seriously. Jesus.
Yeah. Hey Connor, thanks for joining.
Hi babes.
Yeah, what were we saying? Yeah, exactly. It just takes it. It's just unfair. It's like it's exactly. I can't remember who said it. Ru said it. I thought it was a really good point. It's like
so it's okay to make fun of other people, but no one can make fun of people.
Exactly. It's like how like you're just sucking the fun out of the whole thing.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey Josh as well. We actually got people joining us even though at a different time. Let us know how this time compares to normal as well.
Right, I can't just spend the whole weekend with him. Okay.
Yeah, you can.
So just put a time and date. And I'll try to make it if
I need to trick people to be my friends for extended periods of time. Right, so I'm trying to catch up with the comments. But first of all, what were we saying? Yeah, Valentina, like I felt like this is interesting. Oh, let's just like take a step back. I say an over episode for Valentina because she was very mediocre throughout the whole episode, I felt.
Really?
Never mind then, I guess I didn't.
No, I was just okay.
Well, don't you think so? What would you?
No, I thought she did. Well, she won the reading challenge.
Did you think she's that good? I think
she wasn't amazing, but she was quite good.
I don't know why she won, to be honest. I thought she was like
because everyone else was just.
But she was. I thought she was as well.
She was like.
Yeah, exactly. What do you guys think? Do you think she deserved to win the challenge?
Can you guys read us?
No, don't read us. I've got very low self-esteem.
Read
it. It will crush me. It will crush me.
Guys, look at all this double neck going on. Read me. Read me. So
that's a good point, actually. Actually, that could be quite fun. Fine, read us. I can take it. I'm so tired, though. I don't think I've got the emotional strength for it today. Can you read us next week instead?
4G4.
Yeah, exactly. So sorry, I didn't catch up with what Josh is saying.
Oh, goodness.
Could talk while I can catch up.
So the reading challenge Valentina won. I thought it was all okay. There was no big moments, but it was alright. And then to continue the reading, they said, "Oh, it's gonna be a RuPaul's roast, but they're gonna roast Michelle Visage."
Yeah,
I lived and
queen,
I died.
the queen.
And I lived again. I was like,
yes, yeah, it's more interesting.
Do we believe that she actually didn't know?
Yeah, I think she didn't know. I don't think I would have bothered telling her because it's not like a big deal for her because I don't know if it's Battle of the Seasons, but one of the tours she does, like part of the show is her getting roasted.
Oh, really?
So she's done loads. I think she does it quite regularly. So I don't think she'd care.
I think I don't know if she must have known.
Still.
You know how she dressed up. She
looks so good.
Absolutely.
Loved it.
She's stealing the spotlight.
Yeah, I don't know what she was selling me, but
I bought it and threw away the receipt.
yeah, exactly. Bought the deluxe version.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I bought 3.
Like I bought one, like kept it in shrink wrap and another one to use.
She was giving me life.
She was. So you
Something about her makeup. Maybe she's sneaking around and getting Matthew to do her makeup now.
And that's what's happened.
I'm giving you the right.
And that's why Ruth's like, right, you're getting roasted, bitch. Revenge for the makeup. No, I was thinking, I know what you mean. Like, she'd look especially. She's looking great this season, but she'd look maybe especially good this episode. I'm thinking like maybe the people who did their makeup probably knew what was going on. So like, I'm going to give you an extra half an hour in there. But I don't think she knew. I don't know.
Do you not?
I don't think so.
Okay. I thought it was quite fun to have Michelle.
It was fun. I love the picture. Like during the race, like a picture of her in the middle. Do you remember? It's like on the mic stand, like her with like her hair everywhere and stuff, like her like feeling the roads. So that was funny.
Oh god.
But we're skipping ahead a little bit. Let's rewind this track. So workroom. We talked about reading challenge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So workroom.
Alexis was having a fit.
She was having a fit, 100%.
Can't talk about my body.
Yeah.
I am a man.
Tricky references.
Can't talk about my broad shoulders.
Oh my gosh, she was the absolute worst. But first off, though, it's interesting. I mean, I said this before, but I think a lot more so this season than previously. The producers are obviously like watching everyone like a hawk and reporting it straight back to Ru. Yeah. Because he's like, a little birdie told me that you'll be having like a hissy bitch fit.
Just happened.
Yeah, exactly. And so it literally apparently to us it just happened. So I thought it was quite interesting. The producers are probably like, yeah, exactly, like
But it's like I don't know. Everyone is sensitive about their bodies, but like that's just a dumb thing to do. Like to react like that to a reading challenge. Like that's just a dumb thing to do. It's a reading challenge. If you felt it, just like save it. It's fine. It's just reading. It's just fun. No one thinks that of you, unless what you're saying is actually how you feel like towards other people, which I think it is. Yeah. And that's why you take it so hard. Yeah. Because she means it.
And she doesn't understand other people don't.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's a very good point. Yeah, you hit the nail on the head there.
I'm coming for you. Coming for your wig too.
Yeah, well, I know this is going to sound like a cop out, and like I wrote this later on in my notes, so I don't know if we're like I'm going to cover it again probably later. I might be missing something out, but I think it's similar to like Nina's issue. I think it comes from like a lack of self-confidence, like her like.
She comes across so confident.
I know that's what I mean, but then she's obviously not because like that's. She said directly like I've got body like self-esteem issues or whatever, but she came across as like so aggressive during the roast and like even to Tamar Braxton on the like critique bit and stuff. But I think it all just comes from like, and the fact she was like so cold and like aggressive this whole episode really. I think it all is born from like it doesn't come across like it, but I think it is born from like an insecurity as opposed to like I don't think she genuinely is vindictive, but that's how she comes across.
I think a lot of people's insecurities that they didn't know that they had so heightened, they come to surface so much in RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Because all these people, like, they think like that the shit of the shit back in their town, and they come to Drag Race, and there's so much talent, so many like well-rounded entertainers, and then you're like, oh shit, maybe I'm in trouble. Yeah. And I think that's what happens to a lot of queens. And I
totally agree.
That's
I think it's encouraged as well.
The what?
I think it's encouraged. I think they try and push him to, like, to tip over the edge. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Genuinely.
We need like the drag Hunger Games.
Yeah, we do. Josh is saying he thinks it's the beginning of the end for Alexis, but I think it was the beginning of the end like an episode or two ago, to be honest. I feel like she's crashing at this point.
I would love to see the crash. I mean, I think
we're seeing the crash now.
We've seen the crash quite a few times now. I mean, the dress drama was too much.
Well, with the green thing.
No, the one with
the hair.
No, like you guys didn't tell me that my dress wasn't.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I think it started at that point. It's just like going like slowly downhill, but this episode just like crashed, like dipped. But yeah, so we're jumping ahead a little bit. But so back to re-talking to her. Like, I felt like Alexis wasn't getting it at all. I felt like, to me, it was frustrating. I watched it twice. And the second time I was properly watching it, so I noticed it the first time, which was like, it looked like, I felt like Alexis felt like Rue was like on her side and like agreeing with her and backing her up, but by like the way Alexis was reacting to what Rue was saying. Because Rue was like saying like, you know, you're basically like,
basic.
like you're like, you know, you need to like, not stop taking yourself so seriously. But I felt like to Alexis, what Rue was saying was like, I understand how you feel, like, you know, all this sort of stuff. I was just based on, it's hard to explain based on Alexis' reaction. I don't think she's getting what Rue was saying.
You should just laugh at it. Like, don't take yourself too seriously.
But then after that, she'd be like, oh, but I've told all the girls all this sort of stuff or whatever. And like, she gets the last word in a lot. So Rue would say something really smart. I mean, she would just keep talking as if she wasn't really getting what Rue was saying. And then like,
that's what my mum does.
Rue can't be bothered to like, all right, this is therapy. Rue can't be bothered to like reiterate himself or whatever. So I think that then Alexis comes away from the conversation thinking that like Rue agreed with her. Do you know what I mean? It's hard to explain. I wish I could like get up the clip and show you, but that's what I got from it. Like, I don't think she's so unself-aware, right? Which is what we chatted about before. I just don't think she wasn't taking what Rue was saying at all.
I just feel like you're talking about my mum at this point. So.
Oh god, yeah, exactly. Should we move on? But what do you guys think? Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just what I got from watching Rue talk about.
Yeah.
Talk to her. Sorry. So then I wrote down. So again, so this is the second time watching it. Ross literally tells Farrah exactly what to do, and like she obviously didn't take it in whatsoever.
Did she go don't fuck up drag?
Yeah, she did. He was very direct. He's like, this is exactly what you need to do, and he told her like 4 times, like, this is what you need to do.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I get it. Like, you're right, and then she doesn't do it at all. Like, I don't know how that worked.
No, she just moans about it and then don't fuck up.
Yeah. So that's frustrating.
What else on your notes there, boo?
And also, her whining has increased this episode. I thought like it was just whining non-stop from start to finish.
It started just like sometimes like now it's just like
I know. It's getting to almost cuckoo standard for me, where it's like every time she moans, it's like, I can't take it anymore. It's so annoying.
During the roast, so she kept like.
Yeah, I still have a soft spot for her. I think it's similar. You know what? I think because she's not as like as much a wreck as James Mansfield. I think I still have a soft spot for her. But she was just it's the same view for me in that like I think she came on the show too early. She hasn't. I think who said it? Fortune said it. She's like, I don't think she's found herself yet.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think she's such a sweet person.
Yeah,
and a beautiful drag queen. She just needs to find her niche. And I think because she's been working in Vegas a lot, she does the Vegas thing, and I think she just thought, oh, that's enough. But for Drag Race, you need more than that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, even the fact that she came about being able to sew, like she knew. I think she knew in the back of her mind. Again, I can't get back to the same thing, but I think it's a confidence thing because you're like, if you actually learn to sew and everything, and then you fuck up the challenge, and you've only got yourself to blame. If you don't bother to learn to sew, then you can use it as an excuse.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? To yourself more than anything. So I don't know. I think that's the overarching thing for me with Farrah is that she just didn't seem like, especially as the show progressed, she didn't have the confidence necessary for it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like the theme of this season, to be honest. Like, obviously, Nina's like one of the most prominent ones.
Yeah.
Who's experiencing it.
It's raining, babe.
Is it?
It was so sunny now.
Yeah, really sunny, isn't it?
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, a little inside there into our lives.
Come to London. It's beautiful.
She's adorable. That's a good word to describe Farrah.
Adorable.
Yeah.
But yeah, she wasn't gonna win.
Yeah, no, she wasn't gonna win anyway. That's something she wasn't in the right place. She didn't deserve to win. But I still have a soft spot for her, and hopefully, again, like she needs a good more. I think this would be like a good bump for her in the right direction. So in a few more years, say All Stars 3 in like 2 years' time, she'd be a great contender for that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel. So yeah, nothing but good wishes to that girl, although we'll jump ahead a little bit. So I'm interested in what you thought, how you thought Sasha would perform in the challenge based on her workroom discussion with Rue and Ross.
I think she did really well. I think she
Or Sasha, no, but I'm saying what? I say during the workroom thing though. So like when Rue and
during
Ross,
the workroom.
yeah, so before the actual challenge.
Okay. I thought it was like a constructive conversation. She was explaining to them like how she feels about her humor and stuff and why she's struggling with roasting, writing for a roast.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought they assured her that it's not, you know, it's not about a particular sense of humor. It's just, you know, it's just bringing your, you know, your uniqueness, and it's just making them laugh.
So you thought like she would do well based on the workroom bit?
Yeah.
Interesting, because at that point I'm like, she's fucked.
Really?
Yeah, because I just don't think her, like, the way she thinks would have translated well to a roast. I thought she'd be one of the ones who'd be the most difficult to watch. I just thought she wouldn't get it.
The one joke that she wrote, they laughed, and I was like, oh, she probably do
well.
I
suppose so, but I was just really apprehensive about her performance. So it made it interesting and challenging when she did do really well.
Yeah.
Or like, it was a bit of a sloppy start. We'll get to that in a minute, though. What Josh is saying is interesting. He's saying that basically Farrah only auditioned to stop her fans asking her to do it, and said she wasn't ready and didn't expect to get on, but thought she might get on and have another year to get ready and grow. So that makes perfect sense to me. That comes across as well. Like, that's not a shock. But again, I mean, that shows quite that you're in a bit of a weak mental state if you're auditioning because your fans are saying you should, as opposed to like something you're desperate for. Like, obviously loads of girls, like, using it, Lex is the first one that came to mind. She said she's auditioned 8 years. She spent trying to get on the show. Yeah. Like, there's girls out who really want it, and if Farrah's auditioning and doesn't, like, her heart's not fully in it. So again, I feel like producers should weed people like that out, you know, because she's not people. It should only be people who are really hungry for it should make it on the show.
Well, she probably appear to be so.
I don't know, but again, how you've seen her personality type. She doesn't come across as like.
She was pretty. That's why they put it there.
Hey, Sean. Yeah, yeah, she is pretty. But then, like what you said this episode was right. So sorry, we're jumping around all over the place. This discussion, but you're right. Like, I feel like her makeup's has been getting progressively worse. It's pretty.
The highlighter was.
She just looked gross. Like, she looked like a beautiful natural lady when she walked in, and like doing her promos and stuff. But like, as the show's been progressing, she's been looking like not human.
It was strong. It was
not drag. Like, you can look strong, it looks draggy. It's like Trixie Mattel obviously takes that to the extreme, where she looks like super draggy. Whereas Farrah doesn't look super like natural. She doesn't look super draggy. She just looks like wrong.
To me, it's just the highlighter, because when you see her doing her makeup in the workroom, and I do want to say something else about the workroom.
Okay, yeah.
So you do her makeup in the workroom, it looks quite nice and natural and blended, but then she shoves her face full of fucking highlighter, and you can't even see the contour. You just look like a gigantic cheek, made of tin. Yeah, and no, I'm being really harsh.
No, you're right. The people I was watching yesterday as well, they're like, she's got so much highlight on her chin, it just looked really weird.
It just looks too much.
It's just too much.
You need to find a balance there.
I think I said one of the previous things. I think it was during one of Untucked. She looks great though, and a bit terrible on the main stage. I think again, a lot of queens don't know how to paint for the stage lighting or whatever. I suppose it is difficult if like you look in the mirror and it looks alright, and then you see yourself on TV and you're like, shit. Like,
because then at the end, she kept her face and stuff, and I thought, oh, her face looks really great there. But
yeah, it's strange, isn't it? Maybe, I mean, the lighting is terrible this season.
Yeah.
Maybe something to do with that. I don't know, but.
Anyways, can I talk about some kind of way? So back to Alex.
Okay. Are you jumping ahead to when they all talk to her?
No.
Okay.
No, in the workroom.
Yeah, when the girls confronted her.
Yes.
When she brought up, yeah, I've got something to say about this as well.
Yeah. Wait, can I jump there? Can I go there?
No, you've had your chance.
What?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah.
Let me drive it there. So then Pheromone is like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That I mentioned your roles, and I'm sorry I mentioned it again. It's just trying to be cute. And
like lighten the mood, be like light-hearted and like the sweet and like apologetic.
Yeah, and she's like, "You're a fucking hooker." Like,
I know, so aggressive. It was really vicious. Like one word I kept writing for Alexis.
That's the thing. That's why vicious. I think like when Alexis says, because first she said, "Oh, well, I'm sorry, I said something about the Johns," and then Pheromone said, "I'm sorry."
But you know why she said that?
About the roles. Yeah. And then she got well defensive, and she was like, "I'm sure your Johns are very nice."
Yeah. Oh my god. But
so
obviously,
disgusting.
But she's so transparent as well, because the only reason she said I'm sorry about your Johns is because she wanted Farrah to apologize to her. She didn't mean it. She wasn't sorry at all.
But then she apologized. Yeah. And then she's like, "Fuck you, you prostitute."
Exactly. She just wanted an excuse to jump down her throat, pretty much.
Mate,
That's what I mean.
like,
She's like, this is something I was going to say earlier as well. When RuPaul, like, this relates to what I was saying about her not taking what Ru was saying. She's very much like rose tinted glasses. She sees and hears what she wants to see and hear. Like, she didn't hear a fair apologizing.
no.
So she's like,
She just heard
whatever.
rolls.
Exactly. She had rolls and jumped down her throat.
Like,
Exactly.
mate,
That's
Jesus
what I mean.
Christ.
Like, get out of your head. Like, she's so self-consumed, self-obsessed. It's been quite harsh, but it's how it's coming across, to be fair. That, like, she's coming across as, like, pretty vicious at times. And, like, I don't know. But again, I think I feel like, again, I've got nothing personally against her, because I feel like it's just all born from, like, a lack of confidence and stuff. Like, if you met her in real life, I think she'd be sweet and chilled and, like, relaxed and stuff. I think it's just like the pressure cooker of the show makes it like her own lack of confidence growing as the season's continuing.
Yeah.
All stuff like that. I think she thought at the beginning, like, I'm probably gonna make top 3. A lot of people did as well. But then obviously she doesn't have what it takes to make top 3 for whatever reason. I don't think she can handle that.
I think she's past the point of no return now, and it's just hard to be likable at this point for her, because she forgot about that one thing, being likable. Yeah,
it's like the main thing you need with this damn show. If you make it top 3, you have to be liked.
Yeah.
Or you're fucked.
Like, you can't just, it's not just between the queens.
Yeah.
You need to come across as a likable person, but then you can't try too hard. It's very hard, because you need to be genuinely nice and genuinely fun and chilled and fun to watch. And if you're just snapping at people, that's not going to be fun.
Snapping's the worst. But me and my friend were chatting about Alaska and Katya the other day, because obviously Alaska yes, you just ruined my story.
I'm so sorry.
How did you not accept it? About Alaska winning All Stars 2. And like, have you seen the stuff from DragCon? Have you seen like the videos? Like, they did like a live Burlesque, for example.
I haven't seen the Burlesque. I've seen.
I thought it was interesting because Corey's like, that's good. Corey's like, and I've heard it before, but I think Alaska said it herself. She's like, when about the meltdown, like, that's just how I am in real life, sort of thing. And that's the thing. But like, because apparently Katya got the most votes, I think, to win the season. I think because of the meltdown and stuff that Alaska had. But that's the thing. But like, Katya's just like, so, like, Katya can be quite like catty and bitchy stuff in a drag way, but there's always like sweetness there underneath it all, and it's quite obvious. Like, it comes through in everything she does, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas someone like Alaska, even, for example, like, I think Alaska is nice, but she's so like calculating or whatever that, like, she's like less naturally sort of likable, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but Alaska is from a different planet.
True. Like, I love Alaska. I think she's awesome.
I think she deserved to win.
But I think she deserved to win as well. She did the best in the competition.
She had to win. For me, there was no.
I agree.
Alaska
but
had to win.
I'm talking about in terms of like likability, such like I'm saying bless you for you sneeze. Likability, such an important part of the show, and I feel like it's not something you can like concoct or like figure out and calculate. It just has to be there. Like I said, like, even when Katya's like the bus stop thing, which could have been like, if anyone else had said that would have gone down like a sack of stones. But because Katya is like, there's like a sweetness underlying everything she does. Do you know what I mean? It comes across well, which is my whole concern. Bringing it back to season 9, my whole concern with Valentina, which is like, again, I think Valentina's like a nice person, but to me, she's coming across as still like so calculated generally.
Really?
Yeah, like there's no.
No, I think that's her. I really legit think that's her.
I feel like the sweetness though is like calculated. Like, I think she thinks in her head like, oh, I say this nice thing now, you know. Whereas Katya, like, she did. Like, whereas Katya, I suppose what I'm saying. Whereas Katya said like nothing nice ever, but everyone knew she was nice. Whereas Valentina's like
different people. You can't judge.
But whereas Valentina's like doing that smile the whole time and like trying to like, I don't know. No, it's a fake. That smile is fake AF.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
she's like, loving life.
Yeah.
She is loving life.
I don't know. Maybe I'm going like too in depth.
Living la vida loca. La vida Guadalupe.
That's pretty good. What do you guys think? Maybe I'm just going off like a massive tangent because I'm super
I was coming for
overtired.
Alexis. Suddenly you throw Valentina in the bin. It's like,
I know, sorry.
Always a chance to just come for Valentina. She never did anything to you.
I think Valentina is amazing. Like, I think she's epic. I do think she's great. But I'm just saying, like, likability isn't something you can manufacture. That's my point, really.
Yeah. Well, some people try. But...
I know that's what I mean. Exactly, I know. This YouTube
Some
channel's a
people
perfect
really
example. I know.
But yeah. Anyways, back to the.
Sorry, that's a massive tangent. Like, so I'm very overtired today, so apologies.
We're barely awake.
If we do this again, just stop me. Just be like, stop. Go back on track or whatever. I'll understand. Okay, but on the Valentina train still. So Valentina, and it's a conversation with Alexis. Valentina tries to lighten the mood. I thought this was quite funny by saying the thing about like laughing, not knowing what's going on, but laughing to fit in or whatever. But then I thought, so she like tried to lighten the mood.
When was that?
So literally just after Alexis is like taking a jab at Farrah, Valentina's like, because the conversation ended with Farrah saying something, and then everyone was sort of laughing, and then Valentina tries to lighten the mood by saying that thing where she's like, oh, sometimes I just laugh. I don't know what's going on, but I laugh because everyone else is trying to fit in. To try and lighten the mood, which I thought was sweet, even if it was calculated. And then Sasha immediately brings it down again. I can't remember what she said now. What did she say? She's like, oh, when I was in Russia, I had to laugh as well to get through the pain. I'm like, Sasha, no! Like, we just had this like super intense moment. Valentina was doing really well, lightening the mood. I was like, thank God, finally a breather. And then Sasha's like, nope.
Nope, let's talk about Russia.
Yeah, exactly. This is a perfect time for my views on Russia. Bless her. I just thought in that moment, bless Sasha. Like, I love you, Sasha.
Oh my God, it's like when I loved when Jade Jolie was like, they were talking about something stupid, and it was like, that was rough. That was rough, and she was like, "Do you know what's rough? Poverty." Like,
yes,
queen.
That's exactly what we needed.
Yes, and they were like the Jade of it all.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. That was good. Connor's got the perfect point. Like, what's the first letter in the C-U-N-T? C, charisma. It's vital. It's what you need, people. It's what you need. I think people do agree with me about Valentina. Look, Peter Comma saying, I think Valentina is very calculative, like Alaska drinks. Also, so good, because that's exactly how I feel. No one else has backed me up, like in real life.
A lot of people have been saying she's fake. But
are they? So I haven't heard that. I thought everyone just loves her.
I love her. I don't care if she's fake, to be honest.
I think she's so talented and great at what she does, but I just think, for me, she's not. She's missing the C. At the moment, she could whip it out for me, but at the moment, she's got it under wraps.
I still think she's pretty charismatic.
Yeah, a lot of people do. Wait, what? The entire part about Russia was taken from the Snatch Game episode. Sasha's drawing on her Marlene brows during the clip.
That's what I thought was weird. She was.
Wow.
That's what I thought was really weird.
Josh, you've got a full cup of tea for us.
Mate, that is so good that you brought that up, because I thought that's the makeup from
Hey, Red.
From the same makeup that from Snatch Game. And I
thought it was lighting. Her lips are really red.
And I thought, maybe she'll change it up. It's just the beginning of the makeup. And yeah, I thought it was just gonna. But yeah, that makes so much sense, because it was the exact same makeup.
Okay, so my point about Sasha's completely like void then. Ignore that point.
Rude.
Yeah, it is. Also, it's pissed me off a bit in terms of the producers, because I mean, like, we all understand producers play around and like have a bit of leeway and stuff, but that's too far. That's way too far. Because obviously, I think a lot of people is portraying Sasha in a certain light, which isn't fair, because we don't know how she reacted in that situation. They made her look like she reacted differently.
Yeah, you thought she was like bringing it down.
Yeah, which is what she comes across like. She's been doing a lot on the show, but I think maybe she's more like lighthearted and playful than she comes across.
Yeah, definitely. She's super fun.
But the way it's been edited, I guess, is making her look like she's a bit of a down. She's on a bit of like a down note.
Debbie Downer.
Yeah, a bit of a Debbie Downer, exactly.
No, I mean, I didn't even think of that, to be fair. But like, that's heavy-handed editing. I mean, you can't just like pull something from another episode.
No, that's bad.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, I wonder if Sasha or Peppermint said anything about it. Interesting.
I'm gonna call RuPaul. I
think what you need to do if you go on the show is like make sure you're like when you start doing your makeup, like make something unique so that you can always tell like what episodes you're on. So there's no excuse to reuse a clip or whatever. Like, I feel like a mole in a different place, like right at the beginning of your makeup.
Or they still use it.
No, because like it was hard to notice. I don't think many people would have noticed, as you can see. Like it was just subtle enough to work. But like, whereas if you've done something like drawn something specific on your face at the beginning, and there's no chance they can use it, it's like protecting yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? So we've done the workroom stuff now. Anything else to
Yes.
say? There's a lot to talk about this episode. We said Michelle looks amazing already. So what do you think about Rue's look?
Yeah.
Yep, I agree. I thought it's too like, I think it's like, it's again like something that's happening quite a lot this season with me. Is like it's just too much. There's too much going on in the dress. Like it was just.
I thought the makeup was nice.
It's the same makeup as always. It's a bit
like,
piggy still.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're Maine. Rue's look like is nothing. I mean, it's still an incredible transformation. He looks beautiful. It's just I don't know.
What are you saying?
I want him to be like, let me blow your mind, boo, and just come out.
Yeah, exactly, like it was season 7.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a bit. It's a bit bland. I don't know. It's a bit bland and a bit busy and a bit. I don't know. I mean, it's fine, but we expect so much from Rue, and she ain't delivering. I
want more.
Yeah.
Anyways, what did you think of the roast?
Oh God.
So Grant.
Let's go person by person. So let's start with Shay.
Shay.
Go on. What are your thoughts on Shay?
I thought it was good. I thought it was solid. I don't remember if I did any like big laughs at Shay, but I think as an opening number, I thought it was quite good.
Yeah, I like the way she sort of like there was a build up to all her jokes. Like you thought it was going one not funny way, and then she sort of turned it around and made it funny. So I was impressed. I thought she was one of the better ones for sure. One of the top performers. Something else Josh saying that's interesting is that Charlie did a viewing party the other night, and she was saying that the whole AIDS thing was completely manufactured by the producers.
AIDS?
Remember that big talk on HIV and AIDS and stuff? Do you remember? When she started crying, she's like, I lost loads of friends to AIDS and everything.
Oh, Charlie's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's saying it's all completely manufactured by the producers.
How is that manufactured?
I guess they would have said talk about it and just said talk more about it.
Yeah, but I know that. Well, we know that.
No,
they always say, can you guys ask this, or can you guys talk about this?
Yeah,
and then they'll go on.
But I think they're doing it more these days. I think if you do it like once every few episodes, it's sort of understandable. But I feel like they're doing it every episode. And if I don't know.
They always do. They've done it since the beginning of time. That I know they do. Like suggest something and then let the queens go with it. But that's just reality show. That's just what happens. And it does happen every episode. It always has. But it's one thing to do that, and then one thing to grab like a scene from another episode and bring it here.
But what I'm thinking is, they must have asked him to talk about something deep this episode, but it's probably pretty boring. So like, we'll just take the bit from last episode, right? I don't know.
So has any parents died?
Yeah, exactly.
Any sad stories around you guys? Yeah. No, everybody happy.
So okay, we got that Russia thing from last episode.
Let's pull the Russia thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's just ridiculous. We should talk about her looks as well, right? So what do you think of Shay's look?
I like the wig. I don't know. It wasn't that memorable, to be fair. I did like the makeup a little bit.
I thought it was good. I thought it was fine. Like again, it was nothing too exciting for her. It was pretty good. It wasn't outstanding in any way to me. Hayden saying that Sasha said that Alexis and Farrah there's actually no laughter for them from the audience at all. Sorry, but actually, wait, that's right. We know already on the episode there was no laughter.
Yeah, no, it's completely sad.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, it's what we knew.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, though. So Sasha,
I thought Sasha looked really good. I really liked her outfit. And
did you like? Everyone's on TikTok was talking about this. Like, it's just like a personal preference style thing or whatever. But I thought the outfit was. I don't know. I didn't really get it.
I knew you wouldn't.
I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was happening. I thought it was like
Ryan's a basic bitch. If you was
I'm wearing a pirate top, like a 2-year-old.
Oh my god.
But like I thought it was too like high concept for this challenge. You know, it's too conceptual.
No, it's not. I think it fit with her comedy.
Yeah.
Which was conceptual.
That's
up to a point. I thought she was really charming as well. Like when the joke didn't land, like she just made a joke about the joke not landing. So
that was a great recovery.
Yeah, I think she did really well.
Yeah, she started off like a bit of a sour note with that joke about edifying or something. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And that didn't come across too well. And I'm like, oh damn it, this isn't going to go well. But she won the crowd round so quickly. Like I've been to, I might say this previous seasons, but like quite a lot of like stand-up comedy gigs with like ones where like they have like 6 acts on a night, and a lot of them would be like newish acts sort of thing. And it's so hard to win around the crowd in like 10 minutes, however long they have. When I saw them, like not 80% of the people would bomb. And I think the most difficult thing is she's got so little time, and you have to like warm up the crowd and win them over. It's such like a massive skill to win them over straight away. And Sasha pretty much did that. Like she, even bombing on the first show, she won them around really quickly.
Yeah.
So I was really, really impressed with Sasha.
Impressed, definitely.
Definitely, like one of the very top ones, I thought. And her joke introducing Valentina was my like funniest part of the whole roast.
What was it?
Oh, it's something about like, and now to a queen. Oh, it's about her smiling and standing there. I'm like, that is so funny. I can't remember exactly what she said.
I remember.
But yeah, I thought it was hilarious. So yeah, what do you think of Valentina?
Valentina was weird.
Yeah.
But like, it was still kind of funny, but weird. It was a risk for her, to be honest. I think she deserved to be safe, to be fair. Like, I know she was disappointed, but like, she couldn't be on the top. She's too bizarre. I
think she gets a pass a lot because like she has done so well, and she's sort of like on a bit of a pedestal at the moment. I think she did bad. Like,
it really wasn't as bad as the bottom one.
No, but that's just because the other ones were so horrific.
Yeah, but
like if it was anyone else, like if it wasn't for Farrah and Alexis and I suppose Trinity, like they just did so appallingly bad, like off the end of the scale, that anyone else could have done anything, it would have been fine.
In Valentina's set, they were still laughing.
I never cut that in. I didn't really get it. Like I didn't think any of it was funny, and I didn't get the character she was doing. It was not. I didn't get. Like it wasn't funny.
I thought the character was supposed to be like a Mexican chola.
That's what I thought, but like it wasn't done well. I didn't think. And like, why was she saying Marcel?
Because that's funny.
Was it though?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know it's quite funny.
Again, I get a lot. I have to keep reiterating. A lot of this is personal opinion. Like other people, I'm sure other people found it funny, but for me personally, I'm like, I just didn't get it. It wasn't for me.
Fair.
So Trinity, what are you saying? Oh, sorry, we should talk about looks as well. So Valentina's look. Oh, we sort of talked about it already, I guess.
Well, come on, she always looks good, but
she made herself look sloppy, like specifically today, didn't she?
Well, that wasn't sloppy though.
No, it wasn't. Nah.
Yeah, I think maybe actually you needed a little bit more chola in the outfit. It was too retro.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I wasn't like the character wasn't executed well.
Yeah.
Because obviously Adore's done it really well.
Yeah. I think
she's like too high class to pull it off. I think
if she had gone all the way with the knee nails and and like proper lip liner, like bad makeup, I think it would have made more sense.
Yeah, but the thing is as well, Valentina is funny. Like she's mental, but she is funny, and I think it's the same with Trinity as we're going on to her next. Is a lot because Trinity is funny as well generally.
Yeah,
but they don't rely on themselves. Like I think people who make it, I think making a character is what we've all learned from the show is the wrong approach to like a comedy challenge. Characters don't really come across that well.
But that's people who don't feel confident.
Exactly, but they should do that. I mean, because Valentina is funny. She'd been like Valentina doing it. I think it would have been so much better.
Yeah, I think it would have been quite funny.
And if it would have been Trinity doing it, would have been so much better.
Yeah.
But because
Trinity should have just she should have just done herself. I mean, it started quite well with the muy bien joke, but then it was just flat. Yeah,
totally flat. Yeah, it just wasn't funny. There weren't really any good jokes or anything. I don't know. It's difficult. I can't remember. Did Bianca, because like Bianca, for example, a lot of comedy is based on like how the audience is reacting and stuff like that. And like that comes across so well. I think everything was so calculated by all the queens. Like nothing was like off the cuff or like reacting to anything. Like Farrah, I guess we'll get onto it in a second. Well, maybe now, but like.
Yeah, but they're not improvising queens, are they?
No, exactly. But like, you need to that's one of the things you most need for this challenge is like at least half decent improvisation skills.
That's what Farrah said. Like, you're improvising on because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But like, she should have, for example, Farrah, she should have read the room in like it was going so appallingly bad.
Yeah.
And even just walked off the stage, which I thought we would have appreciated, or completely changed the tack or something. Just like reacted to what was going on as opposed to like just like powering through. I don't know. It just like
it's just very hard to in that situation.
But you have to.
Yeah.
You have to base your next action on your previous action. What's happening? But it is tricky, I suppose. But sorry, let's go back. Trinity's look, I suppose, as well. Is it pointless even talking about a character looks? I suppose we should talk about them in terms of the character.
Yeah.
I thought it was fine, but again, we've seen the sort of barnyard drag before, and
She looked hot.
you thought? Well, Trinity?
Like body wise.
Yeah, I'd agree. The shorts were super short, right?
Yeah. And the stomach was out. That bitch, she has such a body.
She does. So yeah, I thought it was fine. Like, it wasn't that exciting to look or like particularly well executed. It's fine. It was passable, but like So Farrah, I've just written. We talked already, but I've just written. I kept writing no every second.
No,
because
stop, Megan, stop.
I said to Yaz, because we watched it separately yesterday, so we didn't get a chance to hang out. I'm like, I said basically saying like, this is the worst thing I've watched in my life. I said to you today, like before the challenge, I was like, I don't know if I can watch this again, and I found it really difficult. I've watched both times. I watched it behind my hands. Like I couldn't, like I can't. I don't think I could watch it. Like focus on the screen. It's just too much. If you think
it's hard for you to watch it, can you imagine her watching that?
Oh my god, I know. I don't think she could. I wouldn't watch that episode. If I was her, I would not watch it.
No.
Oh my god.
So harsh.
I was thinking of a viewing party with her there.
And it's
imagine
like
that.
Makeup is wrong and
everything was bad. Her look was bad. We talked about it already though, so yeah, her look wasn't good either. I liked the dress though, actually. Her dress was alright.
Yeah, the dress, the wig, and the feather was all good, but then everything else. It's pretty busted, including the comedy.
Yeah. Hayes made a good point. It would be good to see Trinity lip sync in that outfit because it would match the song perfectly.
Yeah, Trinity would have been really good at that song.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's what Hayden made another good point, which is like Farrah is the sweetest cast member generally this season, but she was like by far the meanest in the row. It's like you don't expect it from her. Like
she just overcompensated and it didn't. It didn't go well at all.
Yeah, Sauce Farrah. Peppermint.
Peppermint was great. Mm-hmm. I was really happy for Peppermint because I really do like her. And I think she looked great. That dress was beautiful. And I have so much time for Peppermint. Just want to be her friend.
Yeah,
I love Peppermint. Really glad that
she's like the cat. She's like the Katia this season in terms of my talk about. I like my lecture about likability earlier. And like Peppermint isn't like actively super sweet. She doesn't like go around like hugging everyone, but she just comes across as so sweet.
Yeah.
Even when she's reading or roasting or whatever, she still seems so sweet and nice.
Yeah, it's her smiles.
Yeah.
It's genuine. She's real.
Her smile is beautiful. Look like Linda Evangelista.
Thank you.
Exactly. So I thought she was great. But actually, interestingly, I was really interested to hear your thoughts on Peppermint and what I'm about to say, because we had a bit of an argument with my mates yesterday because I felt like Peppermint deserved to win. I felt like it wasn't like a massive gap between her and a couple of the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought she was the best. I thought she was the funnest to watch. Her jokes were the best. Like, generally, I thought she deserved to win.
Definitely.
Okay, cool. What do you guys think? Do you think it was a deserved victory, or do you think someone else should have got the winning prize?
Squarespace.
Yeah, sorry, I'm very tired. Nina
did okay. I thought it wasn't. I don't know. They cut a lot of it.
That's what I thought as well. That's what I wrote down. I felt like they cut a lot.
Yeah, they cut shitloads.
I know.
I don't know if they cut it to seem like it was better than it was, or they cut it and we lost some of the jokes. So it's really hard to tell that one. So it did felt kind of in the middle, kind of the same as Valentina to me. Yeah,
I liked her character a lot. This is one time, I suppose. Again, you understand why Nina would choose a character based on what we just said about if you don't have confidence, you sort of rely on the crux of the character.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like Nina's was the best executed character out of the bunch.
Yeah.
And also, what I liked is I was saying, I think, previous episode or the episode before, about old lady acting seems to be all the same by everyone who does it on Drag Race. Whereas Nina's old lady was different to any old lady we've seen on the show before in terms of personality and the way she like conducts herself and talks and stuff.
Sure.
So I thought that was good. Although, sorry, Nina, if you still watch these, but the paint on glasses. Like what? Like it was. I don't know.
I think she just didn't. Well, she. I don't think that was planned. Like they didn't know there'd be a roast, so I think she came up with the character last minute and didn't have glasses, I guess.
But like, don't paint them on like that. I don't know. It just didn't look good. But then
it looks a little bit homemade.
What? Homemade?
Yeah, like DIY.
Yeah, it looked like you do. Yeah, it's like we could probably do as good as that now by ourselves.
Wow, wouldn't go that far.
Or something because they weren't good. But I think because Nina is great at like.
She is. It's just painting on glasses never looks good.
Yeah, I guess she's like, I'll try it, and then she's like, well, there's nothing I can do now, so we'll just go with it.
Pretty much.
So that's a bit of a shame because I thought the old lady like outfit was good generally.
Yeah.
To be fair. Like
I just wish she would have walked in with a piece of with a loaf of bread. Like
it would have been good. Yeah, that would have been good.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Like where did you get a loaf of bread?
That was so funny. Okay, so right, last queen, Alexa's time.
Oh goodness.
Can you start because I'm like I can't.
From the boobs to the boobs.
So I don't. Yeah, my God, terrible. Did we even talk about that? Because that's like so terrible.
Those boobs.
That's first thing I wrote down.
No
It's like massive green
no one
things.
even mentioned it, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah,
That
exactly.
is weird as hell. She looks like some sort of the Hulk situation. It was just not okay.
Yeah.
I got why she wanted to do it. Should have been executed better, Alexis.
It's because she's such a theatre queen. She just went with like Wicked or whatever that show is.
Yeah, but then no, she didn't. That's the thing. She just painted herself green.
It didn't look like that to me. It looked like she was character from the show.
But then people said, "Oh no, you kind of remind."
No, but before that, honestly, the first thing I thought when I watched it yesterday is like she looks like is that a character from Wicked or character?
I don't think that was the intention at all.
No, I don't think it's the intention, but I think because she's a theatre queen, that's her references. Like I think her whole life is shows like that, you know. So I think she just like that's her like reference, her go-to is like paint myself green, like you know that sort of thing.
No, but she didn't try to be.
I know. I don't think she's like I'm gonna be Glinda, but I think like if she's painting herself, she's like, oh, this will look good, because she watches Wicked loads and see it looks good on her or whatever.
But no, it didn't look good, and
Nope.
it was radio silence.
Fiona from Shrek. Yeah, no, it's terrible.
It was quite Fiona.
I've got so many notes on Alexis, but it's difficult for me to go through them.
Oh no.
I wrote down, what's the accent, please? Like, she had a really weird accent. It kept changing
the
as
thing
well.
is, people said it was Jersey, but it
didn't sound Jersey at all to me.
Like New York Jewish. I don't know.
It was like very affected.
Weird.
Yeah, it was like an exaggeration of a normal accent.
Bizarre act.
I didn't get a water polo joke at all. Didn't make any sense to me. And she tried to explain it, but I still didn't get it.
Oh, because she was talking about water sports. Like,
didn't get it.
No,
it made no sense to me.
Drive the joke.
Yeah.
If no one gets the joke, then you're like, you explained it in a funny way.
Yeah.
Like, she just didn't get it at all.
Yeah. And I
actually thought she was gonna do really well.
Yeah, same, because she was great. I think I'll judge you said it, but she was great with Kris Jenner.
Yeah.
Like she can play a character well. Maybe she should have gone for ironically, based like cancel what I said earlier. Maybe she should have gone with a character and like done it as a character.
Oh, she tried.
No, I don't think she did. I think she went with
a different accent stuff.
I don't think she did. She exaggerated herself. I don't know what she was doing.
Weird.
Also, this one thing that really irked me as well is like, why would you whip out a Laganja quote like when you're bombing? Do you remember what like Laganja was like one of the worst people at the roasting challenge ever? She's like to the mama in like the style of Laganja. Do you remember? She's like, we love you, ma. Like the way she said it, or whatever.
She didn't say it like Laganja.
Oh my God, it was definitely Laganja quote.
It was not.
100%, guys, back me up here. That's 100% Laganja quote. The way she said it.
She was not saying mama.
She did exactly how she said it.
She was saying mama as in like the Jersey accent mama.
No.
The Jersey accent.
No. It was Laganja 100% through and through.
Ain't got no time.
Guys, don't do Nina on me.
Notbother.com.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, what do you think? Am I right? Yeah, okay, cool. So that's a challenge, yeah?
Wait, what's that person say?
Comma.
Hey, put your ladders up.
Ganja's in the house. Exactly. So I mean, don't like use Ganja as your reference point for a roast or comedy challenge.
Oh my God.
Like,
if I was a sugar daddy.
You know, I had a flashback.
I
had the flashback to like your pussy's so dry, mama, bit or whatever. Like that's what I got a flashback to when Alexa said mama. It's like
she said mama. She didn't say ma. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. No,
Connor's on your side. So. Connor's on your side. I got anyway. I had a flashback to Laganja and it made me. I don't know. I almost cried.
He had PTSD.
I had PTSD. Genuinely PTSD flashback right now. So right. Anything else to say about the actual challenge? We've gone through them all right?
No.
Cool. So onto the judges talking about them. I've got so many notes this episode. I feel like a lot happened.
I like Fortune. What's her face?
Yeah, Fortune. Yeah. Fortune. I like her. I watched a bit of Chelsea back in the day, so I was familiar with her. She's not particularly funny, but she's just quite likable.
Yeah.
So I was surprised about how nice Michelle was about Farrah. Because Michelle, Farrah was proper horrible to Michelle.
Michelle got it that she was just trying to be mean because it's a roast.
Yeah.
Tamar was having none of that tea.
Yeah, it
was like, I will keep that tea in the kitchen because I ain't touching it.
Yeah.
My God, she was not having it.
No. But I don't understand. You guys can hopefully explain it to me. Why did Michelle say I wouldn't say Farrah fucked up? Because Farrah's like, I fucked up. Michelle's like, I wouldn't say you fucked up. Why would she say I wouldn't say you fucked up? Because she did fuck up, like, royally.
I don't know.
It made no sense to me. And then Ross is like, yeah, I would say you fucked up. I don't understand why Michelle would say she didn't. Because Michelle's like a harsh judge. She always says, like, the harsh thing. But
it's just. I think it's just the expression that Michelle didn't feel comfortable.
No, I think she meant something. No, I think she meant something like, I wouldn't say you fucked up. I would say something else. I don't know what she meant.
I don't know either.
What did you think, guys? I just couldn't work it out.
I don't know her feelings and thoughts, bro.
Right, thanks for that. I said, right, Alexis pissed me off again. I'm like, Alexis, I wrote down Alexis.
Oh my God.
Take a fucking seat.
She came for Tamar. She came for her weave.
I said, well, yeah, why are you coming for literally everyone?
She straight up came for her weave.
Yeah. Oh,
Have
God.
you seen this show?
That was so awkward. Have you seen
this show,
Don't. But what I think it was, to me, I had a bit of a clicking moment with Alexis when she said that. I just think Alexis doesn't understand what comedy is. I think to Alexis, she's like, oh, this is me doing a joke. You know, I can't remember, like, a lot of queens have this on the show where, like, they don't understand, like, what constitutes a joke and what doesn't. And I feel like in Alexis' head, this is what comedy is, and, like, everyone would find it funny. But that's not comedy. Like, that's like objectively not comedy. Yeah. So
she's giving me Roxy a little bit. Like Roxy first.
Roxy's not near as bad as that.
Mate, Roxy was so much worse.
What? No, she wasn't.
Not an All Stars, but
no, even in her season, she wasn't that bad.
Oh my God, she was so much worse to Jinx. What are you talking about?
Yeah, to Jinx, but not to the judges, not to the guest judge.
Okay,
that's like politeness, you know. Like someone else comes into your house, like they're your guest. Like, be nice. Don't come for them.
That's exactly what you do every time I come here.
You're not a guest. You basically live here. You spent half your life here.
I can't even.
I'll treat you like an effing princess as well. You got a glass of water over there. What more do you want?
I got my own fucking water, you dumbass.
Yeah, you did. That's true. Right. Okay. So, right. That's the comments. So, on to lip sync.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
I'll talk about lip sync while you read.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to do. Subtly.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Go on.
Broke the
exactly. Broke the illusion. Yeah,
scene.
exactly. Broke the 4/4 right down, didn't you? Go on.
Anyways, they played this old ass song by Dolly Parton that no one knows, and Farrah is trying some, not happening, and Alexis is living her fancy because it's an old ass song and she likes to play old ass people. Sorry, I'm just coming for the show.
Like to what? Sorry, I knew what you said.
She just likes to play like the mum. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It was very like campy, and it was a bit awkward, but also quite fun.
No, I think she did well for this song, but like, just wanted like a song that I don't know. I want like a good song with a good heartfelt lip sync.
Yeah. It wasn't. We had no like outstanding, amazing lip syncs. I don't think so far.
Well, Peppermint was amazing.
Yeah, it was good, but it wasn't like had like no like iconic moment or anything in it.
I thought Peppermint
like a double split, like double death drop or whatever.
I thought Peppermint was fucking.
She was good. I thought she was really good.
She was legendary to me. And I liked Trinity's lip sync as well against Charlie's, but this one, I mean, she did really well. She deserved to stay. Deserved to Shantae.
You think so?
But I wanted a better song. I'm sorry, Dolly.
Well, I don't like any of the songs.
I love you, Dolly, but I don't know that fucking song.
It's because we don't come from America. I think she's like, I don't know. But Connor's made a good point, which is back to like we were saying about what did Michelle mean by saying I don't think she fucked up. And I think what he's saying is that maybe Michelle meant because at least she was mean, which is the point of the roast. That makes sense. I think that's probably it.
Okay, yeah.
That makes sense to me. I'm happy
That makes sense.
to buy
See,
that.
Connor explains everything the way it should be.
Thanks, everyone. So lip sync. Yeah, so I thought they were both, not great, but I thought Farrah looked like she was giving up towards the end. So did you say it already?
No.
Good. I thought she was giving up.
Get to know your listener.
Which goes, I can't multitask, I can't read and listen. But that goes exactly like rounds it back to the conversation we were having earlier about how she wasn't really ready for the show, and like she didn't really want to like necessarily her heart wasn't entirely in it. I was interested when she said in Untucked afterwards, I'm gonna like motherfucking lip sync or whatever, like give it my all, because that didn't come across to me in the lip sync. It seemed quite lackluster.
I don't know if it was like it's just the way that she does it. I think.
You think?
Yeah. Can I make a side note? I keep looking down because he's wearing the ugliest socks ever seen in my life. Mate, are you 85 years old?
Yeah.
Going 86?
They're comfy. They're like homely socks. They match the cushion. That's what I was going for. Coordination for my flat.
Anyways.
No, you got sock shamed on YouTube on a live stream.
This is fucking ugly.
This is
That's not even a color. That's not even a color. That's like between beige and brown, which is puke. Sorry.
Why are you so aggressive on my socks?
I'm aggressive about everything.
I got your birthday present. I bought you a whole pack.
I'm really tired. When I get tired, I
you come for socks.
Yeah.
Fair.
Truth bombs.
Right. So should we move on to Untucked, everyone? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Cool.
Just showing what you can't do.
I can't. My second tongue pop though.
Try do it and I'll do it like here. Go on.
What are you doing?
You do it and I'll do the sound.
Well, I'm clicking.
Yeah.
Thanks. There we go. So right, Untucked. So I thought it was really nice that, I mean, it's weird. There's just two queens and they're like probably there for half an hour by themselves.
Yeah.
But Nina was like so much more comfortable.
Yeah.
Like the difference was like immediately obvious.
Yeah, I thought she was. I thought they would be quite awkward with each other. But
yeah, so did I.
They were fine.
And Nina was one who was like wouldn't shut up. Like she was leading all the conversations. And like, she's going on and on in like a really nice way.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like we don't ever see that from her. Normally she just sits like faces the opposite direction, like faces the wall and waits for the pain to end.
Yeah, Nina is not an extrovert. She's not one to like stand out amongst the other queens when they're talking and stuff. Not like Alexis, who's like, guys, no, I'm gonna talk.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly.
She's not like that.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
So yeah, I think it was nice to see her feeling quite comfortable.
Yeah.
Around. But then since we're in the Nina business, I mean.
But first of all, everyone's saying my socks are great, and you go for yourself. Thanks everyone, appreciate it. Continue.
Let me tell you one thing about beige to brown socks. No.
No.
Sorry about it.
Well, the internet loves them, so that's what I'm dressing for.
Fine,
I thought they'd like a pirate t-shirt and like some beige socks. I thought that's it. I'm ready to go.
They literally remind me of the.
Stop looking at them. Face up. Stop
objectifying
me. Stop objectifying me. Face up.
You're getting very all the time.
Eyes up. Go on. So what are you saying about Nina then?
Are we going there?
We're going there.
Are we driving there?
We're driving that car.
What was she on about?
Nina, if you're still watching these, which I hope you are, we still have love for you. Still, like, that hasn't changed, but
I bet
you're so difficult. Like, it's so frustrating to watch.
What are you on about? It's just she's hearing voices. You're hearing voices in your head, girl.
Yeah.
You need to take your meds.
Yeah.
I
have written down maybe the stuff we're not seeing, but to me, again, like, I think I'm a really good judge of character generally, and like Shay really has like extended a lot of love to Nina. Like she's gone out of her way and made herself potentially look bad in a few occasions to like come like to support Nina. She's been like really sweet and gentle with Nina. She's been direct and harsh with Nina in like a really loving way, like telling her what she needs to hear. But
don't come for Shay.
And everyone, I feel like I completely get Shay's like hurt. Like I would have been so hurt myself.
Oh mate, I completely understood where she was coming from. I would have been fuming because it's like
I actually love you.
Yeah,
exactly. I love you. I'm trying my best with you. Like I'm doing everything I can for you because I love you and I respect you so much.
And I'm sure like Nina is just as frustrated.
Yeah.
With herself.
Do you think so? I don't know if she is. I think she's so like in her own like.
I think that comes from
It's
a
a lack of
frustrated
confidence.
place.
It's
Yeah.
confidence, like lack of confidence. She's like, she can't see herself as being anything, like she can't see herself as like anyone saying anything nice about her at all. So she just thinks everyone's saying bad stuff about her, and she just can't. It's so frustrating to watch because again, like everyone thinks it. Everyone thinks you're talented. Everyone thinks you're likable and fun. Like I said, even earlier on Tucked, the same episode, you came across like so likable and fun, which I'm sure is how you actually are generally. But then like
you done fuck up.
You done fucked up. To be fair, so it's just frustrating. It's people who support you so heavily.
I'm looking forward to see what she's gonna do about that because it was.
I think it's. Sorry, say again.
Because it was cut. The fight was cut in the middle.
Yeah,
So,
that's the thing. I'm interested to hear what she says now. So I think she probably stands by it still, which is probably quite frustrating. I don't know. It'd be interesting. To hear. Okay. I had a point to make, but I've forgotten it. It was just difficult to watch.
I think those are the only things that happen in Untucked. Really, everyone's just like in peace with what's happening. So
yeah. Should
we go to CUNT?
Okay. Sorry, just interested in people's thoughts on the fight as well. No, there's still one more thing to talk about. I've got quite a few notes about Untucked. I've still got like another couple of pages.
What? Oh my god.
He's not sleeping for a while. So I put Alexis. This backs up what I was saying earlier about Alexis just not getting it, not taking it in. Mm-hmm. This is a good point. She's like, she went to go and explain the green thing to everyone. After everything, she's like, guys, this is why I'm painting myself green. And like everyone's like,
doesn't like green.
Exactly.
Great joke, bro.
Exactly. And so it's like the issue is that people aren't like intelligent enough to get it. That's not the issue.
It's poorly made.
It was just bad. Like it's just frustrating. I mean, she's just so dense, like rose tinted glasses. She's not seeing things for how they are. She's like, I don't know. It was just difficult.
Off her game.
And what was interesting as well is Lexi's like, I need to go back and listen to the song. And as soon as Farrah starts speaking, she just turns around and comes back and sits right next to her. And I think it's again because she's got it out for Farrah. She wanted a chance to say something.
Yeah.
But she didn't say anything, so maybe not. I don't know. This is edited out. I've written down. This is long notes. They try and make heads and tails of this. Farrah says she's going to own responsibility. Oh yeah. So Alexis as well with her rant like about being green and stuff. She's like, but I take responsibility for it. Oh, but I don't think you guys get me being green. This is why I'm green. And also my car's in the wrong order. So I'm like, are you taking responsibility for it then? And then Farrah says, I'm going to own my responsibility for it. I'm not going to blame the fact that I did leave cards in the workroom, but I'm not blaming that. It was all me. Like I was shit. So I thought that was like a bit of a good, like, I don't think she did it purposely, but it was a bit of like a good backhanded, like, read of Alexis.
But to be honest, I think Farrah has been fed up with Alexis since that episode. Where she's like, you're not going to listen to your song, you're going to listen to me telling you why you should have told me about my dress. Like, bitch, please. I would have been done with her by then. Yeah. Your
comment's right, though. Alexis is the star of Untucked. We've got some good Untucked moments from her.
She really is.
Yeah, I would love it if they did, like, maybe next season, like, reenacted some Untucked moments again, like they did season 4? Season 4, wasn't it? That'd be so good, like the Aja moment, the Alexis moment with the dress. Like we've already had some great moments this season.
So many good.
Untucked has been especially good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I thought, like, again, this goes back to my Debbie Downer thing about Sasha and the way she's coming across. And again, I do think because I've warmed to Sasha a lot. I do just think bless her, but she comes back in and like they're all talking about like I think something like they're talking about like what the judges were saying, and I think there's some like vaguely positive stuff. Then Sasha just said like, the judge said none of you three had a funny joke. Now, that's quite like
they weren't saying something.
No,
it was on context, Grant.
Yeah, no, it was in context. It was in context, but I mean like it's just very blunt of Sasha to be like. I mean, one of the girls, like one of the people, like Trinity, Farrah, or Alexis should have said that, right? She should have said like, "Oh, the judge said about myself, like I would no funny jokes." But Sasha just sort of like cut the conversation. She's like, "The judge said none of you three had any funny jokes." I'm like, "Oh, okay, you made your point perfectly clear." Yeah, I liked it as well. To be fair, but I'm like, this is just a bit like, oh, maybe you shouldn't have done that. But I'm like, bless her. My last big notes about Nina, which we've already talked about. One of those interesting things I was chatting with my friends about this yesterday, and she does admit that she said something. Because Nina's like, you were saying something about like the other girls not being funny, or like about some girls not being funny or whatever, and she was like, yeah, that wasn't about you. So like there obviously was stuff we didn't see that was cut out.
Yeah.
So maybe there's more to it we haven't seen. But I do strongly feel, unless it's been like heavily edited, that Shay really has extended a lot of love to Nina, and for whatever reason, Nina's not taken any of it in, which would be so frustrating.
That was it. It was completely uncalled for.
Yeah.
Completely uncalled for. Nina, I think Nina wasn't planning on saying it was Shay or anything. She just
I think she was.
No.
See, I would have agreed with you. Watching it again at the very beginning, she brings it up with who is it? Who's she chatting to? Valentina. She said, like, I don't mean to be bitter or whatever, but I fully accept it. But if Shay beats me again, if Shay wins another challenge, I'm not taking it. And what my friend said yesterday, but I thought was quite interesting, is like maybe she sees Shay as competition because she's the other black girl there, and maybe it's about. Because I don't get why she's like homing on Shay so much, and Shay's done nothing but been super sweet to her.
Because Shay, I mean, come on, everyone by now should feel like Shay's their biggest competition.
No, but she's like, but she was saying it in like, I don't think Shay deserves to win. She's like, if Shay beats me again, like, I'm not going to be.
Yeah, obviously there's, but
what I don't get why she's.
There's Peppermint. There's other black girls, but it's not just that. It's because Shay's amazing. She knows it.
I don't know. It's just.
She's amazing.
There's something there. For some reason, I felt Nina's singled out Shay, and I can't figure out why she has.
Because she's amazing.
No, I don't think it is. I think it's
the thing, like, when you have a friend and like they're better than you.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's because maybe if it's not like, maybe it's because Shay has been going out of way to help Nina so much, and Nina's just taking it like completely the wrong way. Maybe Nina's seeing it as patronizing, or like, I don't know. Maybe Nina's just taking it.
She's so intimidated and jealous of her.
I don't know if it's that. What do you guys think? Because Connor's agreeing with me.
And this is honestly, this is completely unfounded, and you know, I think Nina is incredible.
Connor and Connor.
I think she's intimidated by Shay in a big way.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what you guys think. Again, like, I guess I think both like views are like valid. I think both either could be true, but I'm just interested to know which one it is. You guys have two similar usernames, Comma and Connor. But Comma's saying that he gets the impression that Shay is a bit of a mean girl, and it's maybe not being edited that way. Like, the meanness is being edited out. But I'm not getting that at all. Like, I think she seems sweet generally. Like, again, like, nothing seems calculated. She just seems like a genuine person.
She feels pretty real, but
yeah,
you can never know.
You can never know. So cool. Let's go for our CUNTs. So you guys know the drill. Do like C equals U equals etc. So charisma. Who's saying? Mine's Peppermint, because of all the reasons we talked about earlier. But like, I'd be naturally just charismatic.
Actually, I'm gonna give it to Sasha.
Okay, I see that.
Yeah,
I see that. I think that's
fair.
That
she was quite charismatic in her performance. Yeah, she wasn't. I mean, she was doing something intellectual without being intimidating, and and still laughing at herself when she bombed. I thought that was quite a charismatic thing to do.
Yeah. Uniqueness. Uniqueness.
Who's unique there?
I think there's a few. I'm gonna go with Nina Brown, because she approached it.
Because she drew her glasses.
Because she drew the glasses on, and they were very unique. Because like, she had like a unique old lady character, which I was like really here for.
I'll agree.
So that's why.
Yeah, I'll agree. Nina as uniqueness, as she always is. She's a planet of her own.
Yeah, she is. And that's what I've said like a million times before. But that's my favorite. Like, my favorite drag race queens are ones that are different. Like, not just like the same old spiel.
Yeah.
Connor's saying that he's giving a C to Sasha like you, so that's fair. Nerve. I've already given Nina's away, because I would have given it to Nina.
I'm gonna give it to Shay. That when she snapped back, I was like, that bitch got some nuts.
Yeah, I was impressed.
She was good, and all the reactions around her. I mean, Alexis is like taking off her music off.
Yeah.
And, like,
oh yeah, like the earbud. Yeah, that's so funny.
And then Trinity's like, just drinking her drink. Like,
yeah.
Girl.
But I was Shay's side, so fair.
I was so there for Shay.
Yeah.
I would have reacted the same way.
What was I going to say? Okay, I'm giving my nerve to Alexis then for coming for Tamar. That's the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life. That was like, I can't even think about it. I can't. Sorry. Have you seen? Oh no! I can't ever hear it again.
It's on VH1 now.
Oh.
God.
So Common's giving you to Alexis, but with the wrong ways. and Connor is giving charisma Sasha, uniqueness Nina, nerve Shay, and talent Peppermint.
I'm gonna give my talent to Peppermint.
I'll give my charisma to Peppermint. I'll give my talent to someone else.
You can double team it.
No. That's not how it works.
No.
Maybe to Ross, because I just agreed with everything Ross was saying this episode. Because like, he's got talent and comedy, and it came across to me, right?
Yeah.
I'm not apologising for it.
No, you shouldn't.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Ross. Let me be a Ross.
Yeah, I think I like Ross a lot. He's sweet.
I give my talent to Michelle's makeup
Artist. Yeah.
Well, it was probably Raven as well.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. No, I think because like drag queens aren't necessarily good at painting biologicals, so it's probably like a high class biological painter.
Like me, barely.
Yeah. Do you do Michelle's makeup?
No.
Okay, good. Comma saying N for Nina for calling it how she felt, whether it's wrong or not. Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair. Any other like stray thoughts?
No, only gay ones.
Any gay thoughts?
Many a day.
He was on Trinity's body, right?
Oh, mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
That stomach.
I'm not getting any woman love.
I want to eat a bacon out of her stomach. What?
Interesting.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry as well. I told you we'll eat food in a bit. That's a good point. I'm gonna go cook food, guys. Thanks a lot for watching the stream. Oh, common tea, Peppermint for putting out and win when she needed it. Yeah, that's a nice ending note. Apart from that's not the ending. So I got one more really important thing to say, which is
you better
work, kitty girl.
No.
It's like I know I've been talking about it in previous episodes, but I finally like my mobile game's finally out there. I've been literally developing it for years. It's like I'm going to actually talk about it a little bit today because it's just come out. It's like a monster collecting game a la Pokemon, but it's like an arcade. They're all arcade style games for mobiles.
You should try it in English.
What do you mean? Sorry, too technical.
Really fast.
So it's like arcade style games, like fun, like pick up and play games for like casual gamers, hardcore gamers. But you have to collect these little monsters. And the unique selling point of the franchise is that you should have a single account, and all of the monsters you unlock are carried between games. So the first game is called Cammy Drop, which is what the Kickstarter's for. But any monsters you unlock in Cammy Drop, or any items or scores or whatever, will be carried on to the next game in the series. So like any time you invest into the game is worth it. So you have 5 minutes on the way to work or whatever, or you want to like a proper hour-long session where you're trying to beat your friends' scores. But we got funded within 3 hours, which is cool. But we've got loads of extra like modes and features we want to add. So if you guys,
big, you guys get in it now.
There's literally £1 for the minimum pledge, and if you pledge £1, you get instant access to the game. So again, like it's great. People can it's pretty polished already.
And you can get one of these if you donate enough, like I did.
Yeah, that's an early version. That's an early version. Like the new one will look a little bit different. The cheeks a bit higher up, and it's beige instead. But yeah, there's those awesome rewards. But so even if like you just pledge £1, you get instant access to the game, and it's a fun game and stuff. And loads of exclusive rewards in game as well, like avatar portraits, wallpapers, and things like that. So yeah, but if I'm not expecting you guys to do anything. I'm not saying go and do it, but if you'd like to, that'd be cool. But even if you just share it with people who you think might be interested, that'd be fun. But also, yeah, like we're a family here, so I'm sharing my life with you. It's something that's important to me. So yeah.
Come on, everyone likes a little, game for the phone. I'm always playing my stupid games on the phone.
Yeah,
it's a good one.
Exactly, it's not even a stupid game.
It's not
excellent game. Excellent game, if anything.
And I'm downloading it right now, and I've already done it.
Yeah, exactly. You're sick of it. So thanks, guys. Check it out. It's in the link in the description. And the other thing is, as I always say, carrying the conversation down below. Sorry, I've been so busy this week. I've literally working non-stop, so I haven't had time to respond to people's comments on the last video. But this week should calm down a little bit, so I should have time to reply. So any questions we asked or anything we chatted about during this episode, feel free to chat down below, and we'll get back to you when we can. Why are you pointing to your crotch?
Because that's what you get when you win the game.
Yeah. Oh.
Not really.
Don't
worry.
Exactly. No one's getting it. Yeah, she ruined it. It's another project you've ruined. Cool. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice rest of Sunday. And yeah, come join us next week. Oh, let us know what time's good for you as well, please. If it's later on the day is better or not.
Cool.
Okay. Love you. Bye.